Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today we are talking about one of the biggest technology companies in the world, Samsung. A few days ago, Samsung announced that hundreds of employees in the United States will lose their jobs. At first, this sounds very strange. After all, Samsung is one of the most successful technology companies in the world. The company sells millions of smartphones, televisions, home appliances, and computer monitors every year. So why would a company that still make billions of dollars decide to cut jobs? This is Samsung in trouble, or something much bigger is happening? Let's find out together. Samsung announced that around 739 jobs in New Jersey will be affected as a company moves to the US headquarters to Texas. In addition, about 100 employees will Texas have also been laid off. While many workers receive relocation offers or they lost their jobs, these layoffs are happening mainly in Samsung's consumer electronic business. That include products like smartphones, televisions, displays, and home appliances. Samsung explained that the move of a part of a plan bring to bring more teams together in Texas and improve collaborations inside the company. But that isn't still makes this job interesting. Samsung is not going through a financial crisis. It's a fact. Just a few days ago, before announcing this layoff, the company reported an incredible increase of profits. Samsung's operating profit increased almost 19 times compared to the previous year, thanks mainly to its semiconductor business and the growing demand of artificial intelligence chips. So, how can a company make record profits and still lay off hundreds of employees? The answer is simple. Not every part of Samsung is performing the same way. Today, Samsung is almost like several different companies inside of a giant corporation. One part designing and manufacturing memory chips, another development smartphone, another sell television and appliance, and these businesses are facing completely different realities. The semiconductor division is booming because of artificial intelligence. Companies like Microsoft, Google, Amazon, Meta, and OpenAI are investing billions of dollars in AI infrastructure. Every AI model needs enormous amount of computing power, and that means they also need huge numbers of advanced memory chips. Samsung is one of the world's largest producers of these chips. As demand for AI grows, Samsung chip business becomes more available. But the consumer electronics division tells a different story. The smartphone market became much more competitive. Apple to continue to dominate the premium market. Chinese companies like Xiaomi, Honor, and Huawei continue expanding around the world. Television manufacturers such as TCL and Hisense are growing quickly. Consumers are keeping their phones longer than before. Many people no longer replace their smartphone every year. As a result, selling smartphone today is much harder than it was 5 or 10 years ago. Samsung is also dealing with higher production costs. Ironically, the same expensive memory chips that generate huge profits for one part of Samsung's also increase costs for another part of the company. This creates a very unusual situation. One division is making record profits, another division is under pressure. And because of that, Samsung is changing the priorities. The company is investing more money in semiconductors, artificial intelligence, research, and advanced manufacturing. At the same time, it's trying to reduce costs in businesses that are growing more slowly. Another important part of this story is the decision to move to America's headquarters from New Jersey to Texas. Why Texas? Over the past few years, Texas has become one of the biggest technology hubs in the United States. Many technology companies have expanded their operations there. Samsung already operates semiconductor facilities and major offices in Texas. By bringing more teams together, the company believes it can improve collaboration, reduce operational costs, and accelerate innovation. Unfortunately, not every employee can move. Some people have families, others own homes. Some simply don't want to relocate. As a result, many employees accepted the relocation offers, while others lost their jobs. And according to reports, many workers are worried about that additional restructuring could happen in the future. But Samsung is one of the only companies making difficult decisions. During the past few years, many of the world's biggest technology companies have announced layoffs. Microsoft, Meta, Amazon, Google, even companies making billions of dollars have reduced their workforce. Why? Because the technology industry is changing. Artificial intelligence is changing where companies invest their money. Instead of hiring thousands of new employees, Many companies are investing billions in data centers, AI chips, cloud computer, and automation. That doesn't necessarily mean AI is replacing every worker, but it does mean companies are reorganizing themselves for a future where AI play a much bigger role. This raises an important question. Should workers be worried? Personally, I think this answer is both and yes and no. Some jobs will definitely disappear, especially repetitive jobs that computers can automate. But history shows us something interesting. Every major technology revolution has eliminated some jobs, while create completely new ones. Think about the internet. 25 years ago, there were no YouTubes and no apps developed, no social media managers, no AI engineers. Technology changed everything. And now, artificial intelligence is creating another transformation. The biggest lesson may not be about Samsung. It may be about all of us. The world is changing fast than ever. Learning new skills, adapting, and staying curious are become more important than ever before. Companies will continue changing, technology will continue evolving, and professionals who keep learning will probably have the best opportunity in the future. So, Samsung's layoff are not a simple story about one company reducing its workforce. They are a reflection of a much bigger transformation happening across the global technology industry. While some parts of the company are shrinking, others are growing faster than ever because of artificial intelligence. And that shows how quickly today's business work can change. Now I'd like to hear your opinion. Do you think artificial intelligence will create more jobs and eliminate? Or do you believe the companies will continue reducing their workforce as AI become more powerful? Let me know your thoughts in the comments, and if you are a native English speaker, I'd like to appreciate any correction in my pronunciation, grammar, or vocabulary. Thank you so much for watching, and see you in the next video.